This is a quick message just to make sure that nobody feels underappreciated or offended by what they might regard as aloofness on my part. Because I'm very low intensity when it comes to asking for likes, comments, and shares. I do a little bit. Usually it's part of a song. If I think some hype would kind of fit in the song, I might add some in. But it's not very common that I do, and I don't bombard you with requests to comment. And AI Studio frequently says you should post questions and respond to people who are commenting and all that. And I do that where it kind of makes sense. I don't do that just because I want to build up metrics. And I expect that most of the people viewing my material, is anyone who's coming to a song more than once, listening a long time, probably going to be more like how would you say, introverted, reflective. Because let's face it, my music is more kind of philosophical, a bit more poetic. It's not something that's going to be popular. And so I think people are coming in, they don't want to feel pressure, they don't want to be pushed around. But then again, there's probably people that are so used to that if I'm not in your face begging you for comments, you might think, oh, this guy doesn't care. So I don't want that misunderstanding to be out there. I want everyone to know that I do care. But the main thing I'm looking at is if you like the material, if you click with it, if there's a message in there you're not getting somewhere else, you're welcome to come back. I want you to come back. I like it when I see videos are watched multiple times. Returning viewers build up the core audience. That's really what I like. But mainly I'm posting for that one person who is going to kind of vibe with that message. It's one person. And there's sometimes there'll be tracks, older tracks, and somebody's pinging that. Somebody's playing it many times. And meanwhile, nothing else is going on in terms of metrics. That's fine with me. If my content is meaningful to someone, that's all I care about. But I care about it tremendously. But I'm too low intensity to keep bothering people for that kind of stuff. I'm just not good at sales, anyways. I could never be a salesman. One time I was a salesman for Chinese Yellow Pages. They thought that because I was fluent in Chinese and I'm not Asian. I was also fluent in Vietnamese, although I haven't used any of these languages in a few years, so I'm rusty. But at the time, I was really sharp, and I could go into these communities and sell stuff. But even in that scenario, I couldn't sell because, well, first of all, every business that would advertise probably already visited by salespeople from that Chinese Yellow Pages anyways, like 8 times a day. So anyone that was going to buy an ad would buy an ad. But I sold nothing. I think it was like 3 weeks, and I sold like one bold face ad with no graphics, and the Yellow Pages said, hey, you know what? This isn't working. So I'm not good at sales. I'm not good at being pushy. I can't call people back if somebody's not inclined to, for example, click like or comment. I'm not going to keep begging them to. So I just want everyone to understand that that's just my approach. That's my feeling. I'm not aggressive in that way, and I'm not out to do that. It doesn't mean that I don't care. Doesn't mean that I don't care. It just means that I'm low pressure, and I hope that most people, when they get that, they understand that they won't be offended. And so if you come here and I'm not pitching a whole bunch of questions at you, because there's certainly a lot of them I could put up there. Certainly, if I don't have any ideas, I got the Ask Studio telling me I've got to put up questions. I got to respond to people. I just don't. If you comment, I'll like your comment, and if I don't feel like you're expecting a reply, I'm not going to reply. Because maybe it creep you out. You might like my tune, and you might say, yeah, that's cool, I get the vibe. But if I reply to you, look, I'm the individual that created this thing. I came up with a melody, right? I came up with the lyrics, even though I used AI and most of them to process stuff. You're like, whoa, man, do I really want to have contact with this guy that came up with this stuff? It might be kind of interesting to listen to, but this guy must be on another planet, another universe. Might creep you out. So I just kick back and hope that my content will be appreciated. All right, so don't feel offended. Anyways, I've got a new track out. You're welcome to check it out. It's called Stark Love of Ours. It's kind of a fusion that you might like. Kind of high energy, weird lyrics that you might have to ponder if you like to ponder. I'll put the link on at the end of this video, which is now. Okay, everybody, have a blessed evening, day, whatever time it is, and thank you for checking out my channel.